Hey everybody, Guilty here, and it's been a minute since we did our last video here. Here comes Angeal, just drop it in. So it's been a minute since the last video, and I don't really remember what all happens in this one. So maybe it'll be more of a commentary on actually what's on screen, as opposed to just me rambling on about God knows what. Anyway, so Angeal's talking about Modeoheim, which is a new location.
Zack, I need you in Modeoheim.
I know. Just give me a minute.
Aerith isn't there. Problem?
And how is it you know Aerith?
It's complicated.
Really?
Did she tell you anything?
Not a thing.
Then I won't either.
So Modeoheim's a new location, just like Benora was not in the original game.
Well, whatever, I guess. Whatever.
Here's some shit that happens off screen. Don't really know. Sounds like rockets. Shoots a helicopter down. Who shoots the rockets down? I don't fucking know. I guess Genesis copies. I don't know.
Well, that's a fine how do you do?
So, Benora's in the south near Modeal. And
Song!
Modeoheim.
Hey guys!
They're right behind you. And Modeoheim is obviously in the north. Up near,
No signal out here.
I guess what's been retconned as Icicle Lodge. It's no longer Icicle Inn.
Well,
And I guess it's
at
in
least we're
reference
all in
to,
one piece.
as opposed to
We'll be
just
all
the
right.
inn, it's in reference to the
Thankfully,
village as a whole.
We have someone used to this kind of terrain.
Yeah, I'm a country boy.
All right then. We would have reached Modeoheim by now if we hadn't crashed. So, we're going to need to make up for lost time.
All right, follow me then. Yo! Don't fall too far behind. At least someone's keeping up.
Well, I'm a country boy too.
From where?
Nibelheim. How about you?
Me? Gungaga.
Gungaga! I'll
Hey,
never
what's so
pronounce
funny
it
about
fucking
that?
Nibelheim.
You know Gungaga?
No!
No, but it's such a backwater name.
Nibelheim.
Ditto Nibelheim.
No!
Like you've been there.
Stop calling it
I
that.
haven't. But there's a reactor there, right? A Mako reactor outside Midgar usually means nothing else out there.
Nibelheim.
Good news, Song! Me and...
Cloud.
Me and Cloud here are both backwater experts. Oh yeah!
Good. Carry on then.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, so we meet Cloud has been added to the digital mind wave. We meet Cloud. Cloud, who's not a soldier. Cloud, who was a Shinra infantryman. Job's a job, I guess. But the dream is still there. Cloud's asking what's it like to be in soldier. So, interesting. And before we get to Modeoheim, there's this strange... doesn't really look like a reactor. It looks more like a plot device. Anyway. God, that reminds me of Men in Black 3. You ever seen Men in Black 3? Not good. Except for the part where Boris does his fake laugh, which is what that dumbass chuckle of mine reminded me of. Mako excavation site. Okay, that's what it is. Anyway, so I liked Men in Black, and at first I did not like Men in Black 2, but then I watched it another couple times. My wife insists that it's funny, and yeah, Men in Black 2 is kind of funny. Men in Black 3, though, is a fucking mess. Anyway, severely off topic. Alright, so Sung is telling Zack that we need to infiltrate this Mako excavation site. And we need to take back some of Shinra's shit from Genesis. So this is the game's attempt at Metal Gear, and it sucks. It admittedly took me a couple tries, and we're not gonna go through that here. We're just gonna go straight to the one where I get through it no problem. So you're about to infiltrate this Mako excavation site. If you hang around for too long, not moving, your body temperature will start to decrease, which is what happens in the first game when you're climbing the Gaia cliffs. If you're hanging out too long, you get cold, so you warm yourself up on the cliffs. Here, you do squats, naturally. Well, we don't need to worry about that because your temperature drops super slowly. Even though it's already gone down about half a degree. Wow, never mind. I didn't think it was like that. I didn't pay attention. Oh, probably because I'm not standing still anymore. I'm actually running around. Anyway, so these guys' field of vision's pretty limited. We can chalk that up to them being former soldier third and second classes that, though they have been given Genesis's genetic matter, though that stuff was injected into them as biological matter, they aren't the real thing. And they're kind of starting to fall apart here because the process used to bring him into existence was not. I wouldn't even say. See this shit right here? It's like, stop it. Get the chest. God damn it. Get the chest. Get the chest. See, look. Perform squat. Perform squat. Get the chest. Oh my god. Yeah. Finally. And all that dilly-dallying. Look at this. This fucking guy comes out of nowhere. It scared the bejesus out of me. Anyway. So, you're trying not to get caught. You try not to enter a battle when you're out there. You try to get all the items. And it's a real freaking pain in the ass. But it's not Metal Gear. They're, you can, like, walk up right behind them, almost right next to them, and they won't see you. Alright. It's a real pain in the ass. Excuse me.
What's the meaning of this? You need me, Genesis. Remember that. If you get rid of me, who's going to stop the degradation?
Hollander. And there's Genesis looking a little fucked up. Because, like I said, the process used to birth him was imperfect.
Stop! Cloud, good work.
I got him. Oh, my face.
But nobody knows where the Genova cells are being kept. Not even Hojo knows. You'll never find it.
Hojo knows.
Then I shall willingly accept my fate. But I'll take the world with me.
Cloud, go!
So Cloud is here. Cloud knows about Genesis. Cloud knows about Hollander. Because Cloud's part of this mission. So, I think it's safe to assume that in his memories, there's Genesis is there. Now, if you've played original Final Fantasy VII, if you played the remake, even if you haven't played the remake and you've just watched someone else's playthrough, you know something's not right.
Activating combat mode.
Alright, I'm still really OP here, so I'm just gonna let Genesis do his bullshit, and then we'll get there. Anyway, so if you've seen any bit of FF7, you know that something's not right. Cloud's not a soldier here, but he is a soldier in the original game, which maybe it's because maybe it's because he becomes a soldier.
Dreams of the morrow.
You know, I don't know.
Hath the shattered soul.
But
Pride is lost.
when it comes to
Wings stripped away
elements of
end
other games
is nigh.
being introduced, or not introduced, they already have been introduced, but being brought back into the FF7 universe,
Such is the fate of a monster.
Cloud's the main character.
We're not monsters. you
And
hear
Cloud
me?
was here.
We're soldier.
Where's
Where's your honor?
Cloud was present during this Genesis war. So
Even
it would
if
not be
tomorrow is barren
it would not be
of promises,
far-fetched if
Nothing shall forestall
the remake
my return.
brings Genesis back in some form or fashion. I really don't think it would be that out there. Anyway,
If this world
I need to turn the volume down.
seeks
It's difficult
my
to
destruction,
speak when all that's going on in my ears.
it goes with me.
All right. So Genesis is falling apart.
Genesis.
He has learned since that little duel with Sephiroth and Angeal in the training room that he's not normal. And not only is he not normal, he is more or less a failed experiment. He's fallen apart. So what does he think he can do to, I guess, stymie his degradation? Well, he thinks Genova will help. He thinks using Genova's biological matter, the Genova cells, if you will, he thinks that will counteract his degradation and fix him right back up. He's not right, though. He's not correct. All right, so we skipped a bit here. We went through Modeoheim. It's a deserted little village. We come across this this inn here, this lodge.
Activating combat mode.
Different from Icicle Lodge. This is a totally different town. And as we are looking for Sung and Cloud and Hollander, we come across this bathhouse. And these Angeal copies.
Conflict resolved.
That's usually a sign that Angeal's nearby. So Genesis absconded with a bunch of soldier third and second classes in the beginning of the game. And that's where all these copies are coming from. He is imprinting upon these copies his biological matter, and they sort of change into him. But he is not a perfect experiment. neither are they by extension. So that's why they're all falling apart, just like he is.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
And here's Angeal, who is the
It should have been me. I should
the
have dealt with
perfect
Genesis.
Yeah.
or perfected
Then why'd you send me?
byproduct of Project
Prepare
G.
you for your next fight.
Have you lost it? Stop it!
Someone's waiting for you, no?
How do you know about that?
Angeal, don't do this.
Very good, Angeal. It is time to exact vengeance for our family's suffering.
Family?
No! My father is dead!
Fine. Then do it for your mother.
My mother's shame made her take her own life.
Oh, Angeal didn't
Shame.
murder her.
How terribly
She killed
misguided.
herself.
She should have been proud. Proud that she was the namesake of our experiment. Project G, or should I say, Project Jillian.
Yeah.
Don't say her name.
Yeah, it's not Project Genesis.
Jillian, the woman implanted with Genova cells, Genesis, who had her genes mapped onto him during the fetal stage. Yes, Genesis was a failure, I'll admit it. But you, Angeal, you were actually bred inside Jillian's body. You are perfection.
That's why Angeal isn't degrading.
Zack, I am perfect. A perfect monster. My cells can absorb genetic traits and pass them along to others.
A two-way conduit. Genova's power has passed on to you completely.
Zack, do you remember what I said about our enemy being all that creates suffering?
Yeah. But you're not one of them.
But I created my own suffering. Zack, let me show you.
Stop it! You don't know what you're doing!
Hollander's voice actor doesn't sound like he knows what he's doing. But who am I to judge?
Damn! At least one sample!
Fuck off.
Angeal!
So Angeal can impress upon other monsters, mutating them in a sense. He can control them telepathically, or influence them at least. And he can call them back in a sort of reunion, an assimilation.
Angeal. What happened to honor?
Activating combat mode.
And Zack's asking what happened to honor. Well, the name of this monster is Angeal Penance. So, his attacks are all named after the 7 deadly sins. Wings of Pride, Thunder of Envy. So, Angeal sees himself as a, I guess as a sin. He's a sinful creation. So, though he is a sinner, the fact that he's named Angeal Penance, I suppose, implies that he seeks forgiveness. He's trying to confess those sins, and this is his punishment. He's repenting for having done something wrong, and that's probably existing. We try to cast Ultima, but the freaking charge is so long.
Resolved.
Can't do shit.
Zack, you have my thanks. This is for you.
Now, Angeal looks both beat up and degraded.
Protect your honor. Always. Embrace your dreams. If you want to be a hero, you need to have dreams and honor.
It's raining, but you're in the north where it usually snows.
Hey,
What?
Zack? The sky is closer in the city above, right? Kinda scary. But the flowers might like it. Maybe.
Now, I thought, like, a significant amount of time had passed. But no, Zack just changed his hair. Like, I thought he grew up a little bit. I thought that's why his hair was different. No. It's only been like a short time.
So you want to be in soldier? Hang in there. So, is everybody here now?
Sir!
You're all rookies, right?
Sir! Yes, sir!
One piece of advice. No. In order. Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your soldier honor. Got it?
Sir!
We're all coming back here alive. You hear me?
So Zack, pretty much the only soldier first class left. It's briefing.
Let's go.
It's like about 24 soldier thirds. There's still a couple soldier seconds standing around in Shinra headquarters, but soldier is just a shadow of its former self ever since Genesis did his shit. Oh yeah. Zack goes on vacation. In Costa del Sol.
Suntan lotion?
No! Never mind that. What is this? Are they putting me out to pasture?
You could use some R&R.
I'm bored. That's it. I'm calling them.
Director Lazard's not in. He's been missing for a while now. It was Lazard who was funding Hollander's research, using the company's money.
Are you serious?
We're interrogating Hollander, so we should learn more soon.
What's wrong with them? People. What are they all thinking?
The truth lies within each person. But even truth seems suspect once it leaves their mouths.
Cisne, go do something.
Calling Aerith?
How do you know that? Am I being watched?
No, she's the one being watched.
Huh?
That girl is an ancient.
And we're
The
spilling
only
even
one left in
more.
the world.
Aerith
didn't
is
know?
an ancient.
She never said anything.
The only one left.
The only one.
And
left
she's
in
not
the
even
world, huh?
like 100% ancient. She's halvesies.
She is one of a kind.
Heads up! Genesis copies.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, damn. Sit down.
Later! Later!
Smacking the shit out of these guys with Umbrella. And I think this could be a nod to Aerith's own joke weapon from original Final Fantasy VII,
Conflict
which
resolved.
is a parasol. So these guys are all going back to the live stream. And they're all fucked up. They all got a little bit of Genesis in them. Now we're gonna go to Junin. Even though Zack later pronounces it Junon. And again, I will not pronounce it that way. It's not Nibelheim. It's not Nibelheim.
Got him.
Damn it.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
It's not fucking Junon. So ever since Hollander's capture, he was taken to Junin. And all these Genesis copies are showing up. So that's no mistake or coincidence. Shit is just falling apart in Shinra. Sung is saying that Soldier's in disarray because the director's gone. He's mysteriously just vanished. Alright, so I guess my headphones died. I was wondering initially why sound was only coming through the left earpiece. And then it just went out completely, and I thought something happened with the file, with the audio file itself associated with this video here, and unplugged it, ran it back through the speakers, and no, shit's fine. It's these fucking headphones. I can't believe it. I've had these headphones for 3 years now, so I guess there's really nothing I can do. That fucking sucks. But there's a set of headphones that I have in my cart on Amazon that another YouTuber, another channel who does like a tech under $50 playlist or series or whatever. There's something that he promoted on there that I might, maybe I'll grab a pair, see how those work out. That fucking sucks, man. These things are cool. Noise canceling was really nice. Anyway. So, my headphones being all shitty kind of distracted me here, the last few minutes. Alright, so we have a couple dead soldiers here, and we're like, oh shit, Genesis! What the hell? What? Nope, that's not him, because he wouldn't use that... What the fuck? That gunblade. That ginormous... I'm trying to find the right word to describe how silly...
Conflict resolved.
How silly that fucking thing is. That gargantuan gunblade. Alright, so we have a couple soldier thirds and a couple soldier seconds around. So, there are still some soldiers. What I was saying earlier was that when Genesis started this whole thing, which at this point in the game, what, a year and a half, maybe 2 years prior, he managed to sort of rally a ton of soldiers to go with him, and that's where all these copies are from. And maybe if I get a wild hair, I will go back and count how many of these copies there are. Now the difference in the copies, it all depends on what you're working with. So some of the soldier thirds are probably the weaker copies. This guy here with the giant fucking gunblade, he might have been a soldier second. You know, he's got more physical strength. He might have more mental strength, and so they're able to withstand this sort of mutation process better. They become these Genesis copies, and I don't know, maybe they keep a bit more integrity in the process. So that's how they're able to actually truly resemble him. They're even wearing the same clothes, which what store is selling these red trench coats? Go to the store and you'll probably find a bunch of these Genesis copies shopping there. Like, I gotta look like them. Don't mind me. We're all just buying the same clothes. They all have the same clothes. The copies, they wear Shinra uniforms, but they're red and black. Oh, right in the face.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
So there's a theme, and even though they're all sort of like mutations and genetic copies and all that shit, they gotta stick with the theme. Anyway, so Genesis has all these soldiers that go with him, and they sort of become him, and Hollander helps. And then there's Sephiroth, Angeal, and Zack, and they go after Genesis. And at this point, it's just Zack and Sephiroth. They're the only soldier first classes left. Genesis is out there somewhere, dead or alive, they're not too sure.
Activating combat mode.
Angeal has been defeated in combat with Zack. There really aren't any other firsts as far as we know of, you know. As far as we can tell, that's it. There's a bunch of seconds, thirds. There were a bunch more. It's early, I guess. There were a bunch of seconds and thirds, and now there's not so many. There's still a few. But Soldier is definitely just a fraction of what it used to be. Whatever. So when it comes time for the fight with Reno in Final Fantasy VII, Cloud is like, I'm an ex-soldier. And Reno's like, okay, well, you got the Mako eyes, so I kind of believe you. He's like, what class were you? Cloud says, first. Reno busts out laughing. It's like, if you're gonna bullshit me, at least make it believable. And it's because there, like, weren't any firsts. There were only a handful of firsts. And because there's so few of them, the Turks pretty much knew who they all were. So, if Cloud really was Soldier First Class, Reno would have remembered him.
Activating combat mode.
Which is cool, which is a little subtle nod that Cloud's story isn't, it's not lining up.
Activating combat mode.
So here we are, we have Hollander sicking a bunch of robots and shit on
Conflict resolved.
on this gate. On the other side of the gate is where all these civilians and Junin are sort of hanging out, taking shelter for the moment. So we have to interrupt these robots, take them out before they can approach the gate.
Conflict resolved.
So you'll run down towards the gate, run into a few enemies, and then you'll get to the gate and you'll be like, where the fuck is everybody? Turn around, and oh, here they come. They sort of materialize halfway down this bridge. and they move towards you.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
You can't get too far up the bridge
Activating combat
because
mode.
they'll spawn behind you and then they'll hit the gate.
Conflict resolved.
So you have to kind of hang out in this lower third here. But you also can't hang out too close to the door because the barrier for them is not that close. If you're like hanging out by the door, they'll approach like halfway down one of those tiles. You see where that divider is between the squares of the road? They'll get about halfway to you and then they'll disappear. That's the threshold. So you have to hang out a couple squares away from the gate. It's really stupid.
Activating combat mode.
What else is really stupid is the fact that you've probably heard activating combat mode 10,000 fucking times in this game. Oh my god. Such a bad idea. All the other Final Fantasies that I'm aware of, they just have the transitions to the battle screen. It's just the swirl from the world map to the battle screen, or like in Final Fantasy X, the screen breaks into glass and sort of flies away, and then you go into battle. This activating combat mode thing is not necessary. In Remake, you just go right into it. In Final Fantasy XII and Final Fantasy 15, you just go right into battle. Here, it's activating combat mode shit. Oh my god, just get into it already. Oh, you're taking. Let me see what's already fast forward. So I have like 2.2 million soldier points, and I end up using a shit ton of them doing materia fusion later on. I had no idea that I had so many, and then I had no idea that I spent so many doing the materia fusion. Holy shit. Alright, so we got them all. Cool. You get magic up plus materia. And if you're a completionist, that just means the world to you that you got 30 for 30. So there was another interview released from, I think, Famitsu, that the staff of FF7 did. It was a two-parter. The first part came out last week. The second part came out the other day. I read it. There's really nothing to it. It's fucking like they ask about the Shinra soldier that Scarlet uses as a footstool. They say his name just so happens to be Ottoman. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Shut up. Shut up. They went over some other shit, but it's nothing. It's just they ask some stupid question about in Wall Market. There, you hear some of the NPCs talking about like Chocobo bean popcorn or some shit. It's like, what's that about? It's like, shut up. They asked another question about the music in Wall Market. They're like, well, it's pretty crazy how the Wall Market theme changes depending on the district or the part of Wall Market that you're in. Meanwhile, 95% of people hate the Wall Market theme, and you're in Wall Market for so fucking long that you just hear it over and over and fucking over again. I know when I streamed it, my like one consistent viewer, old Dietrich, my man, he was like, this music fucking is annoying. It fucking sucks. So they're in there like, whoa, Wall Market music, how'd you do that? Meanwhile, they're just like, yeah, we did all the cool shit that we did. Everybody's like, music sucks. And they asked about the theme when you get halfway through the Sector 6 Collapsed Highway. The dubstep sounding shit when you fight the bandits.
That's far enough.
And boy, that was...
Really?
When I first heard that, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hey! What is he?
I think those are my only gripes.
Should have known.
Wall market
Mission
music
failed.
sucked.
This goes on your permanent record.
And that weird dubstep music
Sephiroth?
was just
Long
shit, too.
time no see.
Let the Turks take care of the rest.
Hey, here's
I
Sephiroth.
was
Where
on
you
my way to
been?
Modeoheim, but I heard you were in the area.
Lucky me.
The situation is not resolved.
Genesis
Genesis
copies are all
have been
around the
sighted
world.
Around the world.
So
That can't be. We wiped
you
out
think you
those
wiped them all
Genesis
out?
copies.
Nope.
Did Genesis really die?
Genesis didn't really die. He might have fallen, but he has a wing. He can just fly away
They've been sighted in Midgar as well.
all over the damn place.
I see.
The slums too. Permission to return. Granted.
So,
Yeah.
something
Take
else that
care.
they mentioned real briefly
You too.
is that soldier firsts have some special privileges. They can wear whatever uniform they want. They can pretty much wear anything. They can
Hey,
use whatever
What's
equipment they
going on
want.
in Modeoheim?
So that's why the
The
thirds
device
and the
Holland was
seconds,
using has been stolen.
they have the same sword. They all wear the
Genesis.
same shit. They all wear the
Probably.
purple or the blue with the pauldrons and the helmets and shit. But the firsts, Sephiroth wears his own shit, but he's wearing the soldier belt, the straps. Genesis is wearing his own shit,
I'll hold you
also
to that.
wearing the belt and the straps. Angeal's actually wearing a soldier uniform, and Zack does too. But Angeal uses his own weapon, and when Zack is promoted first, he
My friend,
still uses,
your
stock
desire
equipment. He still has
is
the
the
same
bringer of
sword.
life,
He never changes
the
out of his
gift
soldier
the
uniform.
goddess. Legend shall speak of sacrifice.
So that's why these
at
guys are
world's
different.
End. The wind sails over the water's surface.
And I'm wondering if they're like,
Quietly.
if they retcon in this game. I never really noticed.
Surely.
Well, I mean, I did notice, but I never really looked into it. I never gave it much thought. That when Angeal and Zack, when Zack makes first and Angeal's already first, they're wearing black soldier uniforms. But Cloud's running around in a purple soldier uniform, and he's saying he's a first. And it's the second classes, I think, that are in. No, is it? Yes, the seconds are wearing purple and the thirds are wearing blue. So, what's the soldier first class uniform? Is it black? That's what he's wearing here. So is that something else that might come up in remake? Like if that's official canon now, then Cloud is saying he's a first, but he's running around wearing a soldier second class uniform. He has his own shoulder pauldron though. He has the asymmetrical thing. But he wears the rest of the uniform the exact same. He has the straps over his shoulders, the big soldier belt.
An Angeal copy?
I don't know. So we come back to the slums, and we find an Angeal copy, which we're sort of surprised to see. Because when Angeal was alive, he did, I guess, imprint on a few monsters, but Angeal's been dead for a minute now, so where'd this guy come from? And then this weird Shinra tank shows up, and
Thank you.
we sort of get the idea that Angeal is
Was it
still
protecting us?
around
Yeah, probably.
in the form of these monsters, it would seem. So is he controlling them
Looks
from the
like
live stream?
It's degrading.
Poor thing.
Is there still a little bit of
Does
Angeal
this
in these
mean
things? Yeah.
Angeal
Does
is
this mean
out there
Angeal's
too.
out there too? No, not really. Not in the literal sense. But it would seem that the not only was like Angeal's genes mapped
was
onto
so-
these monsters,
I don't know.
it looks like Angeal's memes were mapped onto these
you
monsters. Now, I've been
come
watching a
here
lot
to
of
do?
Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2,
So,
videos here lately.
A flower wagon. Let's make one.
So no, I don't mean memes like the quippy,
Yeah, bud.
silly little comics
Don't
or
worry.
whatever that you see on Facebook and Twitter.
Can you
I mean
hear
meme in
me?
the traditional sense, like
Stay right where
memories.
you are.
Where our genes is what makes you who
I'll
you
take care
are.
of things.
Obviously on a genetic level. Genes dictate your skin
So,
color, your hair color, your eye
that
color.
flower wagon.
Memes
Let's do it.
dictate your personality. Memes is your culture, your language, memories, things that are passed down that genes do not address. So not only do these monsters carry Angeal's genes, which is obvious because they all have his face on them somewhere, it would seem that they have this sort of innate desire to protect Zack or protect Zack's loved ones, I guess you could say. So to protect Zack as a whole, you would also sort of protect Aerith. And because if anything happens to Aerith, something then would happen to Zack, right? I don't remember why these things are attacking. I think Sung shows up. He's just like, yeah, they're fucking up.
Activating combat mode.
He's like, yeah, obviously.
Conflict resolved.
Is that the scene right here? Yeah. Sung's like, hey, sorry. The unlikely to detect and attack monsters. Oh, okay. So this explains how there aren't really any Genesis copies in Midgar. And Sung blurs the lines further between monsters and soldiers. But yeah, for whatever reason, that Angeal copy felt the need to protect Zack, protect Aerith. And it's possibly because it carries some of Angeal's mimetic legacy. More, you know, in addition to his genetic legacy. So, Hollander spilled out also the ins and outs of Project G, which is not Project Genesis, it's Project Jillian. Jillian was Angeal's biological mother. So Jillian worked for Shinra and voluntarily had Genova cells injected in her. She had Genova's biological matter introduced to her body. Now, before having Angeal, which she had Angeal naturally, she is a woman with Genova cells, and she had a baby. Before him, that's when they did the experiment for Genesis. They took someone else's egg and fertilized it, and then in Genesis's development, they took Jillian's blood, which did have Genova cells in it, but it wasn't, and they introduced that to Genesis.
Really?
When he was
I think it's
still a
fine.
fetus.
It's all about the flowers
The
anyway.
Genesis fetus.
I want a nicer one.
So that's not
Stop being so
really a
picky.
perfect experiment. If you're
That's
trying
not
to
what I wish.
replicate and create a new ancient,
They're
which is
tiny,
they
but
thought
you have
Genova
rods,
was an
right?
ancient.
That's right.
Well,
Wanna
they
hear?
didn't really take
How many you got?
what they considered ancient blood and introduce it to a baby.
20.
They took ancient blood diluted with human blood, Jillian's
Write them
blood,
down,
and that's
so
why
I don't
Genesis
forget.
turning out the way he is. Is because he's not
There are new developments.
he's not a perfect copy.
What?
Headquarters now.
They didn't. I don't know. Looking back on it, so now you know.
Sadly.
Because what they did with Angeal, and
Here.
in parallel to Project G, there's Project S, Project Sephiroth. What they did with Sephiroth, obviously that worked. And what they did with Sephiroth was the exact same thing. They
Legions of monsters.
No, not the
spawned
exact
in
same
the
thing.
original Mako reactor.
So
The
Jillian
workers have all gone
had
missing.
Genova cells
Local soldier
injected in
operatives have
her,
also
and then
vanished.
she got pregnant, carried a baby, birthed a
The
baby.
company is dispatching additional
With
operatives
Sephiroth,
to
you come to
investigate
find
the
out
matter.
that
You and I, that is.
Lucretia, Lucretia?
What's wrong?
I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Well, you
Lucretia is his mother.
I thought you found something out
Lucretia
about that other matter.
Gets pregnant, and they
The missing
directly
operatives
inject Genova cells
Were the ones tracking Lazar.
into Sephiroth when he's a fetus. So there's
Also,
3 different things that happen
They had
here.
reported a strange
So with
pod
Genesis,
in the
you
area.
have an egg.
Is that
You have a fertilized egg.
Hollanders?
It's developing into a baby.
Probably
And in the
same
middle of that
device
development,
that was stolen in Modeoheim.
they take someone else's blood
Meaning
that had Genova cells
Lazar,
introduced,
Hollander.
and they inject that into the baby. And then you
Genesis.
get Genesis, who starts off promising,
go see
but then
them.
starts to fall apart.
Let's go.
It's not
First,
pure
go
Genova.
to the soldier
It's
fort.
Genova mixed in with human blood,
apart.
and the combination
As soon as
there,
you and the rest of
and
them
how
are
it was
ready to
introduced to
go.
him.
Understood.
It's not a perfected process. He starts
Our
to fall
orders
apart.
are to investigate the reactor.
Angeal is a normal
They mention
baby, but
nothing.
born of a woman with Genova cells in her. He comes out
Depending on
okay.
What happens? I may abandon.
He comes out all right. He doesn't show any degradation that that Genesis
Till
was
then,
showing.
I'll remain
But now
loyal
that
to
he's
soldier.
dead, it's almost like that which connects them all. Now they're starting to fall apart. That one monster that you see in the church looked a little jacked up, and then you see something later that looks a little jacked up. So you kind of wonder if, with Angeal gone, does that mean like that which sustained the Angeal copies? You know, is that how Angeal functioned? Was he like some sort of wireless? I can't even find the right fucking words without saying them over and over again. Anyway, I think you know what you're trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. But then you have Project S, you have Sephiroth, which you have a normal woman, you have a normal baby, and then you inject Genova straight into the baby. And then you get Sephiroth. That seems to have worked out a lot better. Excuse me. So because Project S seemingly worked so well, compared to Project G, which had mixed results, Hojo ascends to the leader of the Shinra Science Department or whatever. Hollander is left in the dust. Crack my neck. And then later on, there is another development in I guess in Project S, and that
Don't
is
worry
taking
about Aerith.
Sephiroth's blood,
Protecting the subject is part of
Which
surveillance
is-
duty.
half
You're the
Genova.
only one I can depend
Well, it's not even
on.
half Genova, half Sephiroth. It's just Sephiroth. You know, there's no real mix
why are
there.
you
I guess
laughing?
I'm not really sure how you could break it down. But take
I'm counting on
Sephiroth's
you.
blood, which has Genova in it, admittedly, and then you inject that into somebody else. So what they did with Genesis, they sort of take that and they apply it to Sephiroth.
What's
they took
up?
Jillian's
I'm
blood,
having a little trouble.
which had Genova in
Rounding
it,
up the group.
and
We're in a
injected
hurry.
that
Let's move it.
into an egg, into a fetus or
Cloud?
whatever, and then you get Genesis. And like,
Together
it
again,
kind of
huh?
worked out, but it
All
didn't.
right.
It didn't
Thanks.
work out for long.
Hold on. I'll get everyone.
Well, Jillian was just a normal person with Genova in her. Sephiroth is not, since the beginning, was not a normal person. So you take his blood, you take his shit, and you put it in somebody else, see what happens. Well, you get mixed results there too. All right, I'm gonna try not to munch and
By the
crunch in the
way,
microphone.
where are we going?
Got a bowl of cereal here.
To Nibelheim.
Yeah. So now there's a mission to Nibelheim. Damn it, I said it! Oh no, I said it! Oh fuck, I wasn't even paying attention until I said Nibelheim. Fuck. Nibelheim. And if you
So,
played original
how
Final
does it
Fantasy VII, you know.
To be home after all
Nibelheim.
this time. I have no hometown.
This
I
is where
wouldn't
some
know.
shit goes down.
What about family?
My mother's name is Genova. She died shortly after I was born. My father... Why am I talking about this? Come on, let's go.
Sephiroth says his mother's name is Genova, and Zack's like, wait a minute. That don't make sense.
Sephiroth's mother's name is...
Unrelated, my time op's telling me. In 2019, New York Times Magazine published The 1619 Project, a Pulitzer Prize-winning initiative on the consequences of slavery and the contributions of black Americans. The 1619 Project has been derided as, at best, revisionist history, and at worst, a rag of shit. A total shit rag. So that's cool. I noticed Time Hop has been emphasizing some things here lately, and I mean, that's fine when you're being genuine, but when you are advertising and propping up lies and fallacies, I don't know how I feel about that. What the hell is this? Anyway, there's Tifa. Dressed up in her cowgirl outfit. She's like, gosh, what is this? She's like 17. I think she's, yeah. And then there's this set piece. The photo in front of the Shinra Manor. So off screen, cut this out. Tifa sends Zack an email or two asking if there are any blonde guys in Soldier. Starting off, she was like, hey, is this is it? Is this all of you? Just Sephiroth and Zack? Because Cloud, a few years ago, said that he was going to go join Soldier. He's going to be the best of the best, just like Sephiroth. So she's surprised. Where the hell is he? Well, he's there. Just, you just can't notice.
Genova. Interesting. The door is sealed, of course. Genova?
Yeah, Genova. Right there. Big letters.
This is the cause of the malfunction. This section is broken. Zack, go seal the valve. Why did it break?
Oh. So we're in the Nibelheim reactor. Wondering why are there so many monsters in the area? What's going on here?
What is
Oh,
that?
what the hell is that?
You average soldier members are Mako-infused humans. You're enhanced, but you're still human. But then, what are those things? Their Mako energy levels are exponentially higher than yours.
Are they monsters?
Yes. The Shinra scientist Hojo was the one who created them. Abominations spawned by Mako energy. That's what monsters are.
You said average member. What about you?
Well, Sephiroth is above average, clearly. He's Sephiroth. But now he just broke his head.
Hey, Sephiroth!
Could it be that I was created the same way? Am I the same as these monsters?
What's the matter, Sephi?
I knew ever since I was a child. I was not like the others.
Every kid thinks
I
that.
knew mine was a special existence.
Every kid thinks they're special.
But this was not what I meant.
But in Sephiroth's case, yeah, actually, he was.
Am I a human being?
No such luck. You are a monster.
That seems to snap Sephiroth back. Sephiroth's like, am I? What am I?
Sephiroth,
And then Genesis comes down, he's like, yeah,
you
you're
were
a
the
fucking
greatest
asshole. And
monster
Sephiroth's like,
created
oh
by
yeah,
the
that's
Genova
right.
Project.
Genesis! So you are alive!
I suppose I am, if you can call this living.
What is the Genova Project?
The Genova Project was the term used for all experiments relating to the use of Genova's cells.
My mother's cells?
Poor little
Poor little
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
You've never actually met your mother. You've only been told her name, no? I don't know what images you've conjured up in
Sephiroth,
your
she's
head,
as much your
but
mother
Genesis!
as she is Genesis' mother.
Genova was excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer. She's a monster. Sephiroth, I need your help. My body is continuing to degrade. Soldier First Class, Sephiroth. Genova Project G gave birth to Angeal and monsters like myself. Genova Project S used the remains of countless failed experiments to create a perfect monster.
What do you want of me?
Your traits cannot be copied onto others. Your genes can't be diffused. Therefore, your body cannot degrade. Share your cells with me,
Share your cells with me. How?
my friend.
Wait,
Your desire
don't answer that.
is the bringer of life, the
These
gift
fucking
of the
apples.
goddess.
Alright, so Genesis is losing his fucking... No, he's not losing his mind. He's fucking lost it. He's been thinking that him, Angeal, and Sephiroth are the same three characters that star in this play, Loveless. He's thought that before this whole fucking degradation thing started.
Whether your words
Excuse me. Because you saw in that
Lies
FMV where they're
created to
fighting
deceive
in
me.
the simulator.
or the truth
that he's reading the shit.
Sought all my
He's fucking
life.
obsessed with it. He's been crazy.
It makes no difference.
Get that fucking dumbass apple.
You will rot.
Nice. Get that bullshit out of my face.
I see. Perfect monster indeed.
But he's been freaking all about this play.
When the war
This is the
of the
beginning.
beasts brings about the world's end,
And it's ridiculous.
the goddess descends
It's like, it's
from
kind
the
of
sky.
dumb. It's like Genesis, that
Wings
play
of
was
light
written
and dark
before
spread
you,
afar.
Sephiroth, and Angeal were a thing.
She guides us to bliss. Her gift everlasting.
So, the fuck you talking about? Now, it'd be a twist if Genesis actually wrote Loveless. Because, so he and Angeal are put in Benora. They're sort of watched over there. And it'd be interesting if he wrote Loveless like as a child. You know, if he was like a child prodigy or something. Like his entire time, if he just like kept that to himself. That he wrote the story,
Activating combat
and he
mode.
sees that story as sort of autobiographical. Or pre-autobiographical.
Conflict resolved.
Maybe it came to him in a dream or something. Maybe he was, I don't know, influenced by something subconsciously to write it. And it stopped after the first 4 acts. So he never knew how it was supposed to end because whatever it was that was influencing him to write it just stopped, you know? So he's just like, well, whatever it was that inspired me to write this, you know, damn, jiggle physics. I made sure to put that in the game. But what if, like, he was inspired to write this, and then he's never told by whoever it is that was in his head. He's never told how it's supposed to end. So he's like, well, maybe I should live it out, and we'll see how it ends, you know, then. That'd be something. Instead, he's just, oh, it's fucking book. I really like this book. So stupid.
Tifa's safe. Don't worry.
If only I were soldier. Zack?
Soldier is like a den of monsters. Don't go
So-
inside.
Zack is growing further disillusioned with Soldier.
What happened?
He really wanted to be Soldier First Class.
I don't know.
He really wanted to promote and be a part of it,
thought I
be a part of
knew,
that community. Turns out there's just so much drama and so much weird shit going on in Soldier. He just can't keep up with it. Sephiroth is
By the
weird.
way, do you know Tifa?
Genesis is nuts. He had to kill
Sort of.
Angeal.
Talk to her?
Seems that he might have gone off the
No.
deep end a little bit too.
I'm sensing some issues here. Shouldn't you do something?
So Cloud's embarrassed. Cloud left home to become a soldier. He said he was going to be one.
I'm one to talk.
High expectations. And he did not meet them. He got to join Shinra, so he did enlist, I guess you could say.
I'm with soldiers.
That's
so
something.
fighting's all I do.
But
Sorting
who wants
things
to be a
out
grunt
is someone else's job.
when their dream is to
What's going
be
on?
something
Who's
special?
the enemy? It makes no difference to me.
Be something larger than life. Be something people talk about, like Cloud did of Sephiroth.
Hey, Zack. You know, I've never seen you use that.
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust. And that's a real waste. You're a little more important than my sword.
So I noticed here, Cloud's talking like, I never seen you use that, and my first impression was, I use it all the time. What the fuck are
Embrace
you
your
talking
dreams,
about?
And
But Angeal was
whatever
wearing the
happens,
Buster Sword with the sharp
protect
end
your
down.
soldier honor.
Zack wears the Buster Sword with the sharp end down. the sharper edge towards the ground. When Cloud gets it, he wears it with the sharp edge
It's a
up.
symbol of my dreams and honor.
I think in another cutscene.
It's more.
I think in another cutscene. Or maybe it's in one of those emails I skipped through.
Thank you, Cloud.
Zack says that he only uses the blunt side.
Right.
Difference of personalities.
I'm gonna crash. Night.
Cloud doesn't know what the fuck just happened. Yeah, the screen went black for a long time. I didn't know what the hell.
Aerith?
I thought the video was over. I still got 20 minutes.
Yeah. Listen.
Oh, and then the Final Fantasy page put out results of a post-play survey. So there's 2 surveys that have been out.
Okay. I'll come visit.
I'll be here.
I'll see you. I promise.
Let's see. Cloud helped Aerith deliver flowers to the Leaf House, which flower arrangement was put up outside Leaf House, and 76% said they got the Chocobo arrangement, and you get the Chocobo arrangement if you pick up the yellow flowers at least once, which, of course. Which outfit was Cloud wearing during the audition to become Don Corneo's bride? Dress B. The middle one? While he wore Dress B in most people's playthroughs, C, the one you get for completing all of Madame M's quests, also the one that draws the most attention to him for people around town. Yeah, I got that because I did all of Madame M's quests. Which outfit was Tifa wearing? Dress A. Probably because you didn't complete all the side quests in Chapter 3. That's her default. The mature blue dress.
Activating combat mode. Bring it on.
And then which outfit was Aerith wearing? Dress C. That's interesting. Because in Dress C, you only get Dress C if you finish all of the side missions in Chapter 8. So
conflict resolved.
That's weird. Well, it's 93%. So that's weird. That's really weird. So you're telling me you do all the side missions with Aerith, but you don't do all the side missions with Madame M? And you might not have even done all the side missions with Tifa? That's weird.
Activating combat mode.
What'd you tell Chocobo Sam that Tifa looks like when looking for her in Wall Market? She's in great shape. 57%. Yeah. Shape. Which makes sense. What'd you say in response to the Barker about the room? How much? Chocobo Sam asks to play coin toss. Which choice did you make? I say Tails never fails, but only 26% of these people agree with me. Weird. Alright, so here we are in the Shinra Mansion. Sephiroth's down there. Just doing God knows what.
Activating combat
I pop
mode.
open a couple coffins here. Some bugs fly out of this one. Doing shit tons of damage. And what, do not all these coffins open? What's up with that? Oh, here's one. What's in here? What's in here? There you go. Click S. Yes already. Shit. Someone's sleeping in the coffin. That's our only nod to Vincent. Which of Madame M's hand massage courses you choose? Luxury, of course. Yeah. Nice. So here's Sephiroth down here reading up on Genova Project. And everybody believes that Genova was an ancient. Nope. She was not. She was not. She was not. Who did you speak to in the garden outside Aerith's house the night before breaking into the Shinra building? 56% Tifa, which means you have more positive interactions or you did more side quests with Tifa. 42% said Aerith, that's if you do more things with Aerith. 2% got Barrett. Jeez. Well, and that's if you don't do any side quests with Aerith or Tifa. And there might even be some other mechanics hidden that I'm not aware of. But that's like one of the final things I have to do in Remake to have a 100% file is talk to Barrett. 65% took the stairs in the Shinra building. And uh-oh, Sephiroth's been down there for a week. Zack pops out and he's just like, oh fuck, what's going on? This is interesting. I'll have to feel my way through. So I'm like, okay, what is it? Zero visibility, feel my way. Okay, so what's this gonna, what are we doing here? How are we gonna do this? So he runs in. I save the state in case I fuck up. Like, no, I don't want to give up. And it's like, what do I do? Oh. This is what I have to do? Oh shit, okay, this is different. Very interesting. Which one of Cloud's abilities is your favorite? Triple Slash, 39%. Counter Stance, 14. Counter Stance is awesome. Which one of Barrett's abilities is your favorite? Maximum Fury, 58. Which one of Tifa's abilities is your favorite? Star Shower, 38. Aerith's abilities, Ray of Judgment, 32%. Arcane Ward, 23. Which is your favorite summon? Bahamut, 40. Shiva, 20. Ifrit, 19. Which is your favorite materia? Elemental, 15. Magnify, 15. Healing, 10. Prayer, 5. First Strike, 8. Other, 47%. What the hell? Doesn't tell you shit. Cloud's fucked up. And Sephiroth, what have you done? What did you do? Damn. That scene has been rendered like 6 or 7 times. Alright, so we chase Sephiroth to Modeoheim reactor, and what's Tifa doing here? Yeah, I don't blame you. So Zack is going to confront Sephiroth. Fuck, bro.
Mother. Let's take back the planet together.
On Genova, mother. Technically, she's Genesis' mother too.
Epiphany. Let's go to the promised land. Mother.
Sephiroth!
No, I still don't know what the Genova
Why did you
effigy
kill the
is.
townspeople?
So that
Why
big
did you hurt
robot
Tifa?
thing,
Answer me! Sephiroth!
it doesn't serve a purpose. You don't know what it's for.
Mother, they're here again. You should have ruled this planet. You were stronger, smarter. But then they came, those inferior dullards. They came and took this planet away from you. But don't be sad, Mother. I am with you now. We meet at last, Mother.
Genova's fucking crazy looking.
Sephiroth! Have you completely lost your mind?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Sephiroth! I trusted you!
That was sort of a piss poor attempt at an attack. What? So this reactor is freaking deep. You get all the way down here, it's like, what the fuck? Like, how far does it go? And so that up there, 1968. So that building was built about 32, 33, 34 years prior.
Activating combat mode.
I just noticed that. So there's different markings for the era that they're in. And then it counts up to 2000 and then it starts over in the next era. This game starts in year 00 of whatever era it's in. Traitor. And I guess that sign back there means that the Nibelheim reactor, or at least that this area here was built in 1968 of the previous era.
Conflict resolved.
Very interesting.
No. You're not the Sephiroth I once knew!
I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to rule this
We came to that
planet.
conclusion over the course of 7 days. So here comes another little mini game. It's kind of different. So Sephiroth's gonna try to shove you off the edge here, and you can't let that happen. So you have
Activating
to
combat mode.
fight him, whittle him away. But every time he hits you, he sends you flying. Whoa! Oh shit!
Traitor.
And his sword is very, I was gonna say
You will
tame.
pay.
It's, his sword's like double that length in the original Final Fantasy VII material. Like in the guide that comes with the game,
Resolved.
the Mass Immune is freaking huge. Here, it actually looks, a normal length. Whoa, shit.
Zack,
down the stairs. Ooh. What do you think of that, asshole? So Genova's all freaking weird looking. She's got this weird umbilical hooked up to like this giant heart. And there's like 10 feet of intestines or something outside of her body. She has the weird one wing over her left shoulder. And then shit, there's her fucking brain.
How dare you?
So yeah, he took her head.
Cloud. Finish Sephiroth.
Cuts her head right off.
Off.
That's how you treat your mother. You just cut off her head.
Sephiroth!
Whoa. And skewered. Oh, that sucks.
Don't test me.
Oh yeah, see, she's back there headless. Oh, he like choked up on that.
Impossible.
And he tells Sephiroth to fuck off. And then there he goes. He, with Genova's head, falls into the live stream, never to be seen again. Leaving behind Genova's headless body. Oh, you thought Zack falling downstairs was rough? Oh, nope.
Cloud. You did it.
So this part has been super plot heavy. A lot of shit going down. Here's Hojo looking at Cloud and Zack.
Intriguing. Most
And there will be some science to be had. So that will wrap it up for this episode. Not a whole lot of talking here just because there's so much plot going on. So thanks again for stopping by. Yeah. We'll see you in the next video, which I think will be our last of Crisis Core on normal difficulty, because there's also hard mode and an HD texture pack that I found for this game. Woo! I've been playing around with that. That's going to be pretty cool. All right. Like I said, thanks again for stopping by. Check out other videos on the channel if you want. And until next time, see you.